Hey everybody, this is Ted. Today I'm going to explain one of the ways to determine the refractive index of objects like glass. Let's saunter into the microscope lab where we're already set up for today's video. Have you ever seen something like this before? It looks like the ruler bends right where it goes into the water. What causes it to look like that? The answer has to do with the properties of light. When light travels through the vacuum of space, it moves along a straight line. But what happens when it encounters an object that is naturally transparent to light, like water, or maybe a solid object like glass or diamond? Light travels faster in vacuum and air than it does through glass and other objects. When light encounters a naturally transparent object, it slows down. It also changes direction. Snell's law defines the change in angle. The refractive index explains how fast the light moves through the object, compared to the speed of light in a vacuum. In forensic labs, scientists often study small pieces of glass under a microscope to identify them by their refractive index. Snell's law and refractive index explain why it is possible for scientists to see the edges of glass when they study that glass under a microscope. But how do you determine the refractive index of your glass sample? One particular method is to immerse your sample in a series of special liquids, each with a different refractive index. As the refractive index of the medium surrounding your sample changes, Snell's law tells us that the angle of refraction will change. When you immerse your sample into a liquid that has the same refractive index as your sample, the light will travel along a straight line. When looking through a microscope, you will notice the edges of your sample will disappear. However, because the surface of your sample always reflects some light, even when your sample is covered by the best liquid, it is usually possible to find your sample under the microscope. My colleagues are now asking me what would happen if they tried to determine my refractive index. What a silly question. It isn't possible to do that experiment. That concludes today's lesson on refractive index. From the microscope lab, this is Ted. See you next time.